What's up, sports fans? It's Sniper Sports. We are here,
What's
live from the
going on?
808. We shoot you straight. This is Joey. With me, as always, is Steven.
What's happening?
We just had our NFL draft, 2024 draft in Detroit. Whoever your team is, Steelers, Bears, Niners, Patriots, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about where some of the top players went. Of course, this was a quarterback-heavy draft. Me and Steven will give you our breakdown on, who went where and what teams got, pretty much the players they need, and we're able to fill the gaps this season. But, I think we'll each just pick a few teams that we liked and go over their draft class. Go ahead and start with yours, Steven.
Yeah. I think for me, one of the teams that I like because they had such a great in free agency has been Pittsburgh. They picked up an old lineman, Roman Wilson, as well as another receiver they had.
White guy.
Exactly. But I just like their draft to just have some of that grit that I feel Pittsburgh Steelers want and need. Just kind of fit their
MO, huh?
exactly what a Steelers should be. So for me, they really stepped out. I really liked. Another one is the Raiders, picking up the tight end from Georgia. I really thought that they helped their offense. I thought defensively, yes, they can use a few key pieces here and there, but for Devontae Adams to kind of get him going, to kind of get some other pieces in there just to help out the offense. You saw last year where he didn't really get any touches, and they were just in a bad slump offensively. So I'm glad they addressed that, even though maybe per se that they didn't need it. I thought they really helped out the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the tight end. And plus, having a rookie tight end like that, a big target, Steven, really helps the young quarterbacks. We know
Definitely.
Minshew was over there. And, of course, Aiden O'Connell from last year.
Yeah. And then with Houston, I like their draft. They really stayed on with the defense. They have a defensive-minded coach. I thought they had a pretty decent draft. And for me, a little wild card, I think, is Denver. I really wasn't really sold on Bo Nix before. But hearing him having to have different offensive coordinators is every year while he's in college and still completing 70% of his passes, I like that. It just shows that he, even in a new system, he can be accurate. He can get the job done. He's a kind of a quick learner. They bring Troy Franklin in from Oregon, one of his teammates, to help him out with that adjustment. So, Denver needed a whole lot of things, but to get your quarterback, I feel, for the future and to get a good receiver inside there to help him out, I think it's tremendous. So those are my winners of the draft. It's very hard to pick losers in my sense, but
Right. Yeah, Steven, I'll just go over some teams that I like. I liked your point about Denver, and another thing I'll add on Bo Nix is he spent so many years in college, even though you're getting a rookie quarterback, maybe it's like getting a veteran there. I don't know, was he like 25 coming in?
around there, yeah.
But nonetheless, Denver did their thing. I'm going to, no head scratching or groundbreaking news here, but I'm going to go with the number one overall pick, Caleb Williams in Chicago. They also were able to have the number 9 pick, and they took the receiver Rome out of Washington. So I really like those two picks. Obviously, I'm a big USC fan. We've been watching Caleb Williams since he was in Oklahoma. You know what he can do. Great talent. And to get a top receiver to pair with him. Also, Steven, some of the offseason moves that Chicago made. I just thought that they did a really good job in drafting there. And we'll see what those guys do. First 2 picks, I thought they nailed it. Also, the defending champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. Receiver was always an issue for them, especially last year. They addressed it right away. Number 1 pick, Xavier Worthy, the 40-yard dash king. He had the best time in the 40 this year. Like what he brings to the team. Since they since they don't have Tyreek anymore, now you have a speedster receiver who's able to stretch the field. They also picked up Marquise Brown in the offseason in free agency. So that'll be another piece that Mahomes can play with and really open up that field for his favorite targets like Kelsey, or even if it's Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. Another team I thought did really well and addressed some issues that they much needed were the Philadelphia Eagles, starting with corner. I hear they got the best corner out of the draft, the kid out of Toledo, Mitchell. They took him with the number 1 pick, or their number 1 draft pick, not number 1 overall. And also they went right back to DB, selecting Cooper DeJean out of Iowa, another good prospect. And they also got Jeremiah Trotter Jr., the son of Jeremiah Trotter. He went to Clemson. He plays the same position, wears the same number, and we'll see if he can do the same things as his dad was a like a crowd favorite there in Philly, a very good player. Back when T.O. was there, Donovan McNabb, that era. So those are the three teams I like. I thought the Eagles addressed their needs. They're going to be stacked from top to bottom once again. Chiefs, I don't even know you need to go over every single draft pick. Andy Reid's such an OG and a pro. He knows what he needs. He knows how to construct a roster. And Chicago did good with Caleb Williams and the kid out of Washington as receiver. So that's what I got.
Alrighty.
But hey, you guys tell us who you like. Please, we appreciate your support. Subscribe to the channel. Sniper Sports, me and Steven do this every week. We're kind of football heavy, but we talk basketball, a little bit of boxing. Whatever's your favorite, we'll get into it. So please hit the like channel, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Definitely.